same to me.
Yeah, of course, but you don't like CLA.
It's not. No. You're wrong. I don't dislike CLA. I just don't like the way that she flips on me and switches and changes.
But at the end of the day, and then Evil Queen sits here and acts like she doesn't do anything to Chelsea when she's done loads to Chelsea on this app. She's done loads. Like, it's not just Chelsea. The only reason why CLA reacts to her is because of the things that she says about Chelsea. So she'll come back on the FYP the next day and have a response. Why should she not have a response?
Absolutely, I've said that. I've said it all along. If someone's saying, you know, I sit here and speak about CLA on the FYP news, CLA has every right to speak about me.
It's different, Miss Red. It's different. You don't sit there slandering CLA on this app. You don't sit here watching video after video slandering her. This is not what you do on your FYP. Do you understand? It's completely different.
Your got such a big problem with me. Why is CLA? If I don't do that, why is CLA fat shaming me? Speaking about my son.
You know what? This is a question that you're going to have to speak to her yourself. Maybe inbox her, maybe find a way to contact her and ask her these questions yourself, because I can't answer it. I'm not CLA. I don't know what issue she has with you. You need to discuss that with her yourself. Do you understand? That's not up for me to respond to that. You know, like, I'm just being honest. I can't give you that answer, babe. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
But I do actually want to show you something, because EQ sits here and says that she hasn't been bothering CLA and she doesn't do nothing. So if you just bear with me, I just want to just play this one.
Of course, I bother CLA every day.
Can you mute her so I can do it, please?
More shit
just give me 1 second.
Everybody knows I bother CLA every single day because of the way she spoke about me over the last year.
Yeah, because
so you're not proving anything, all these voice recordings and clips and everything. I'm admitting to it all. What are you exactly trying to do?
So I can play this video, please.
Everybody knows what I'm like. You can not telling anybody anything. Look at the chat. EQ is horrid. She does. Look, everybody's agreeing with you. So what are you trying to prove?
Cool, just 1 second. I'll show you what I'm trying to prove.
Crimes about PLA, I'll admit it. She's my arch nemesis.
1 second. Can you just mute her so I can play this video?
Why should people do what you say?
Thank you.
No, I'm not used to it, so no thank you.
Let's go. Be quiet.
No, I won't be quiet. You don't rule this place.
I got this put together for me yesterday by a fantastic creator.
Watch this space. Don't worry, Scott and everybody else. I'm working on it. TikTok and...
So what?
You know what I mean? She's the mouse and I'm the cat batting around, you know what I mean? So just keep your eyes peeled for what's going to be going down. Apparently she made threats that we're going to be 6 foot underground and stuff. Can anyone get me that videos? Because I will go to the police, and she's made threats to kill.
Yes.
So it's very serious. Worst crime you can do is make threats to kill. It's endangerment, life threatening to end someone's life.
Right.
If anyone's got the footage, could you get it to me? If she says it about me or Bradley, and I will be going to the police and I'll have her nicked and I will have her sent down for a long time.
And everyone that's watching can see how sad these absolute individuals...
No, I've got revenge on my mind, do you know what I mean? So that's the difference. And why shouldn't I extract revenge?
So all the real celebrities watching can all see how much of a nightmare I'm actually going through.
I wish I could show you without obviously this.
So what? This is hilarious.
I wish you could see it properly, because you can see all like the congealed under the skin. You know the way it all gathers up in little circles. It's so big and huge.
You said I had the wart on my vagina. Do you remember this?
I do. And also, Nat, darling. Nat, someone could put a video together of what CLA has said about Evil Queen, the transphobia, talking about her genitals, calling her a beans. You know, equally, that we could put a compilation together of what...
No, I understand equally, but I'm just saying, she just sits on here and acts like Chelsea's just responding for no reason. Like Chelsea's just sitting on her in her house, just going for EQ. That's not the case. You know, this has constantly been going on for ages and ages and ages. This is a 9-minute video. I don't have the time to...
They're both as bad as each other.
No, they are both as bad as each other, but one can't keep blaming the other. You know, it's both they're both, you know...
Nobody's saying we're not both the same. What are you talking about?
Pardon?
You're crazy. Everybody knows we're as bad as each other. Everybody knows we go for each other. So what is your point to prove?
Evil Queen is right.
No,
You know
but
who's
you
crazy? My wife, Lois.
her more than she does for you. So what are you talking about? She just responds to the things that you say to
I
that
just
you say
respond
on
to
your
what
FYP
she
and
says
that you
to me.
do.
Because even before you were friends with her, she was calling me a he and a tranny and this, that, and the other, and all the nasty things that she said. Even before that, there's videos of her brown hair saying it. So this has been going on for years. So what has it got to do with you?
What do you mean? What's it got to do with me? It's got a lot to do with me.
You're not Chelsea. We're in a beef together.
Exactly. I'm not Chelsea. So why do you constantly sit on the TikTok and try and make me held accountable for
I'll answer
Chelsea?
you then. Okay, I've got
Exactly, I'm
the
not
exact
Chelsea.
answer
You
for
literally
you.
just admitted it. So
I'll
why are you
answer you.
just sit on
Do
this
you want
app
the
trying to
answer?
make me held accountable for
I'll
what she
answer you.
does?
I know the question. Why are you holding me accountable? Because CLA constantly at the end of all the rants says, even my mate Natalie says. So get her to stop saying that and I'll stop talking about you.
Yeah, but you didn't need to talk about me in the first place. You started on me from the
because
boxing
she's
match. You
saying
didn't need to
you
do that.
Natalie
Yes,
said.
you did. You started on me
I
from
am
the
gonna
boxing
keep
match.
talking about you
What
because
was your reason? What
the
was your
reason is
reason
because she
for
says
starting
every
on
day,
me on
even
the
my
boxing
mate
match?
Natalie says at
What
the end
is
of
your
everything.
reason? There was no reason for
That
it.
is
You're
the
just being a
reason.
bitch.
That
Like,
is
you're
the
just being a
reason.
bitch. There's no reason. The only reason is that you're just a hater.
Miss
There's no
Red,
other reason.
can you
I've
understand
never
the
done
reason
anything
if
to you.
CLA is
I've
saying
never
over
gone
and
on this
over
app
and again,
cussed
even
you.
my mate
I've never
Natalie says
spoke
that I've got
about
an
you.
Instagram with Natalie then?
I don't even have your number. I don't have nothing to do with you, EQ. So why are you
Calm
coming to
down,
me
dear.
on this
You're
app?
screaming.
Nat, darling.
I've never done nothing to you. I've
You
never
have.
come on this app and disrespected you.
I've
I've
just
never come on this
told
app
you
and
what's
cussed you. I've never done
going on.
anything to you on this app. So why do you feel the need
I've
to
just
come to
told
me
you.
and
Why
make
do they
so
never
much shit
accept
up
me
about
answer,
me
Miss Red?
and my
I just
people?
told her because CLA keeps saying at the end of these heinous rants
But
about
she doesn't
me.
keep saying it. She
Even my
doesn't
mate
keep saying
Natalie
it.
says, so you're talking about me, so you'll get it too. Absolutely.
Whatever, man. You just got an excuse.
Chelsea, Natalie, darling. Chelsea, have you got, Natalie, sweetheart, Chelsea, have you got any footage of CLA saying, even my night Natalie
Loads of it,
said?
yeah, about me flip-flops on holiday, every little tiny thing. It's even my mate Natalie said. Or ask anybody in the chat.
Yeah, but I told you about your flip-flops the other day. I told you had dusty
This is what
flip-flops.
I'm saying.
I said,
You're
"That's in your
talking about
face."
me behind my
So
back.
what are you
There's nothing
talking
wrong
about?
with
Everything that I
60
say, I will
pound.
say to your
There's
face.
nothing
What are
wrong
you
with
talking
60
about?
pound flip-flops, love
So
Havianas. So
this
what
is
are you
I'm talking
talking about?
Did you just say £60 flip-flops?
60 pound Haviana flip-flops. What are you talking about?
Wow.
Justice for the flip flops.
Yeah, I see what I mean, Miss Red. So that's why I'm going for it, 'cause she's saying things about me, do you see?
Nat.
Flip-flops, feet, flip-flops. This is ridiculous. It takes two to tango. Now, I'm not sticking up for Evil Queen, but I am going to say this. She has changed. And what she says, she's put her hands up. What she said about that man who had the accident with the face, she put her hands up and apologised. Now, there's nothing more she can do. What she said, she said. She can't go back, but she made a proper apology. Now, when it comes to the CLA, and I said this on, I think with Pearl yesterday, I've been watching her, not all the time, but I went to bed a few nights ago and she was on talking about her pictures. She is talented. She was talking about maybe going into merchandise for hairbrushes, for scarves. That's lovely. That's what she should be about. What she said, the N-word, it was just disgusting. I'm not saying she's a horrible person, and I do say it came out of her mouth the wrong way, but she can never get that back. But when she was just doing the normal talking, she was lovely. Why does she always have to come and about fat shame? I'm fat. Honestly, I've just had a shower while I've been listening. Thank God I haven't got enough people to have a camera. I can, if I want to do something about it. So she can say things about that. If Evil Queen saw me, she might say, oh, look at you, fatty. It's words. You know, there's so much going on, but everything's a drama. Some people really get triggered by this. And yes, the FYP. I wasn't going to come on about this. I was coming on about Believe It or Not Diagro, but obviously that will have to be for another time now. But you can be pulled into things. There's so much hate. Why the screaming? Why can't we just talk properly? Yes, I can be, say Miss Red, I'm not. I'm angry with Miss Red. I would talk to her. What's the screaming? Because you scream to get more people, more reactions. It's not necessary. Yes, Evil Queen, she said things. She's put her hands up to it. And you know something? She's probably going to say things again. CLA says things, but you have to take the consequences. But to come and it's always evil queen this, evil queen that. Evil queen, to me now, well, always has been, is a woman like me and everybody else. Now, why keep going on and on? Don't you think she's gone through enough in her life? But saying that, CLA's also had a tough time. But you think you'd want the calm and you don't want this anymore. Enough's enough. You know, everybody's gone through hurt. Everybody's living a life where people don't know. But the nastiness, the cruelness, the names, it's not fair. It really isn't. I would love Evil Queen, CLA. All right, go talk to each other. You don't have to love each other, but just to be kind. And I know people are going to come back at me and say, oh, you're this, you're this. Look at the racist people around the world. Look what's happening. I'm not doing politics in Gaza, Palestine, Israel. That is the real hate. Children being unalived, children just losing their lives who are completely innocent. Don't bring these things into it when this is misread as the FYP. So that's why we talk about things on the FYP. Evil Queen does her 8 p.m. slot as well. That's why people go in and watch her. Somebody else does something else. I don't know if any of you watch these guys, well, lots of them now, who sit under a balloon and you gift them and they pump the balloon up and water falls on their head. Now, stupid me will sit there for ages waiting for this balloon to pop. Is it content? No, I'm just watching people.
What is going on?
Yeah, I agree with everything
What's
Lana.
happened?
I agree with everything Lana's saying.
Sorry, I am a potty mouth.
Fucking hell.
The thing
Nat,
is,
Nat.
that when it comes to, sorry, Miss Red, when it comes to Nat, if she wants me to stop talking about her, all she has to do is ask CLA to not mention her name in the ranting statuses, and then I'll never mention Natalie again, so I can't do better than that. But if CLA keeps saying, even Natalie said, and even Natalie said, it means that you're talking about me behind my back, so I'm going to have something to say.
It does mean that.
Okay, right. So, like, you sent me a voice note and be like, Natalie, why are you talking about me? Why do you need to come on the FY? Why do you need to come on FYP?
Because it
and do what you
happens
want?
on TikTok.
It just doesn't make sense.
on
You didn't
TikTok.
do it in that way. You done it in a malicious
Because
way.
it
That's the reason why
happens on
you
TikTok,
pulled up
so
my
I made
picture
it on
and you pulled up
TikTok.
my boyfriend's picture and you was like, oh, they're drug
It
dealers.
happens
And then the
on
other day you
TikTok.
sat on your live and you told people that how I rigged Chelsea's electric meter. Like, how
Because
sick
you
are
keep
you? Like,
talking
how
about
sick
me.
can you be? Like, and you tell me I'm a liar.
Because you keep
sit
talking
on here and
about
tell
me.
me I'm a liar. You're the liar.
Because everything that you're saying, yes, I've done, because you keep talking about me.
Okay.
Well, CLA says you are, even
I'm
my mate
worried about
Natalie says
you.
about everything. So that's the reason I've
Unless
come
you
back.
hear it from
That
my
is the
mouth,
reason.
unless
No,
you hear
I'm
it
going to
come
take
from my
it as
mouth,
gospel because
then I
everybody on
haven't
this
said it
app
about
believes
you.
it. No, everyone on the app believes it. And you've even just admitted that you were slagging off my £50 Havaiana flip-flops the other day. What are you talking about?
Your face. I said I saw you in Fuerteventura with your dusty flip-flops. I said that to your face. I
How
don't
are they
understand.
dusty when they're £50?
I said that to yourself.
How
Your
are they
face, your
dusty
flip-flops
when they're
were definitely
£50? You've
not
never said
flipping,
that to me.
More
darling.
flip-flops.
Crusty, musty dusties.
One you'd have ever seen you.
Right,
So there we
I
go. You
would
wouldn't say
I would
anything
do
to my
agree
face
not
ever.
to.
You
Do you
wouldn't
agree
say
not to
nothing
speak
to my
about Nat
face ever.
Angel?
You'd never say nothing to my face.
Don't get it twisted.
Miss Red, I wasn't coming up to speak on this, but I've been in here for quite a while, so I want to actually put an input. I think it's safe to say that both CLA and Evil Queen have all said things on their platform that will make people not like them, right? And obviously, when I like coming up here because I don't have ties to anybody that's on here, so I can just speak openly. But when Chelsea keeps on referring to Nat just because CLA has mentioned Nat in her videos, obviously Nat's affected because she's posted videos of her boyfriend and her partner and stuff like that, and she's just friends with somebody. You can't really control Chelsea sometimes in the fact that she keeps on referring to Nat. So in that respect, you have taken it far, Chelsea, by putting up
I have not.
But you've put up a picture of Natalie and her
Yes,
partner.
because she keeps talking about me, and I know she is. She just admitted it, Georgie. She just literally admitted it just now. If she's going as far as to be petty about some flip-flops, imagine what else she's saying. So I know she's saying stuff. So it's not, I believe CLA. And Natalie knows that if Natalie said to CLA, listen, CLA, please don't say my name at the end of these rants about Harwood, she wouldn't do it. So she lets her do it. So there is a way to stop it because she can't, because I was mates with Chelsea, and when you're mates with her, she will do as you ask her to do if it's something reasonable.
But your reasoning to bringing Nat into the situation was the fact that Chelsea refers to even Nat agrees, even Nat agrees.
Exactly. So
But you've not had. But Nat just literally said that she doesn't really understand why Chelsea says that sometimes.
Well, that's not my problem. I'm only responding to what's on the For You page. Georgie, this goes out on TikTok to hundreds of thousands of people when the clips get
I have no reason for you to turn around and call
why
my
am I
boyfriend
getting
up, call me a
overtalked?
stalker, call me a
Why am I
drug
getting
dealer,
overtalked?
call my boyfriend a drug dealer when he's innocent.
So
You're out of order.
All of these situations go on in front of 4,000 to 6,000 people on CLA's live. So when she says, even me mate Natalie says all the time, that's not just going between me here and Natalie and I can just not believe it. So I'm responding on my platform, which I'm entitled to do off the back of what your friend is saying. So you should tell your friend to stop bringing you into it if you're not doing it in the first place. But I believe you are talking about me.
An excuse to turn around and say that someone, I don't care, you talking to me.
I am still talking and I want to continue what my point is. Like, I shouldn't be interjecting. Like, I'm trying to talk.
Just let Evil Queen finish and the floor's yours, love.
Yeah, I'll mute. You know what I'm like, I'll mute.
Yeah, you mute.
So, you know, she's saying all these things. So I'm responding on my platform, which I'm entitled to do. Everybody on this app who gets talked about by people have an option to respond. If you don't like it, then stop your friend bringing you up. Because if you're not speaking about me in the first place, which I know that you are, because I know she wouldn't keep referring to you. And I know it's you telling her everything. Because you know what, Miss Red, CLA is live 24 hours a day. She wouldn't know what I was doing on my platform. You know, she might see the odd clip, but she knows everything. And she keeps looking at the top of the screen and going, exactly, Natalie. I know, Natalie. Isn't it right, Natalie? So I know that Natalie's mixing the pot.
Thank you guys for the love. Nat, do you want to unmute?
Yeah, I just want to say, she keeps saying I'm telling CLA everything. Do you know the amount of CLA's fans that come into her chat and tell her about the things that you say? Like, do you know the amount of fans that come into my chat to screenshot and tell me things about what you say about CLA? So it's not me. I don't have time. When I'm messaging CLA, I'm talking to her about other things. I can even show you my messages when she's on live, what I speak about. I don't talk about you. There's not one message on my phone that's about you because no one cares. Like, I don't even know you. So why would I care to even speak about you? Like I said, for you to sit on live and use that as an excuse to sit on live and talk about me and my boyfriend and say we're drug dealers, and the other day say like I'm stealing electric.
So I haven't brought weed up,
CLA, my mate came in and you was
Chelsea,
there. I've met you once at CLA's house. Once, literally once, I met you at CLA's house, and you're saying that you was there when my friend came in at Big Dog Electric. I mean, how could you sit on live in front of God knows how many people making up these accusations? And I've got trolls constantly coming to me 24/7 chatting rubbish. Like, it's absolute nonsense. Like, if you've got an issue with me, message me, jump in my DMs and say to me, Natalie, I've got an issue with you. You're talking about me. This is how I deal with things in this life. I don't deal with things on the internet. Like, doing that to people, it's just wrong, EQ. Like, and as much as people sit here and be like, oh, we forgive her for the things that she's done, I'm sorry, but your comedy ain't comedy. It's bullying. It's disgusting. I would never ever think to, as a person that I am and how soft I am, to go around and think that wishing people's babies dead and all the other nasty stuff that you done is acceptable. Like, I'm sorry. I personally couldn't forgive you for that.
CLA's done the same thing. This is what I'm saying. CLA has done exactly
the same thing. I know she's done the same thing. People are not forgiving her for it. People are not saying it. Yeah, but you're not understanding. People are not sitting in the boxes saying, oh, we forgive CLA for what she's done. But people are sitting in the boxes saying, we forgive EQ for what she's done. So make it make sense.
No. But after everything that CLA said, I'm still like, you know, I haven't held it against her. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not...
I've heard one person come on here and say, I forgive. I mean, she said sorry for saying all those terrible things, you know? So I don't hear anyone coming on in these boxes and saying, oh, we forgive CLA for saying what she done. I constantly just hear people keep talking about it all the time, but people seem to forget they got amnesia about what EQ's done on this app. And it annoys me.
I don't think it's amnesia, you know. The thing with Evil Queen and CLA, they've got beef and, you know, it's back and two. I do feel like you and EQ can resolve whatever you've got going on, hopefully. And like everything that has like been brought up on the FYP, everything that Evil Queen said, I've discussed, I've spoke about, I've said it's disgusting, like, and everything that CLA has done, which is just as bad, I've spoke about, said. It's disgusting, but I haven't held it against...
Donna, is it fair to say that they're both as bad as each other?
Yes!
Amen.
Well, then there you go then.
I've said that.
Both
If Natalie stops getting involved, I'll never mention her again.
Okay,
I've
right
said
now.
that, Natalie, can I just say one thing? I've been sat in the chat the whole time. I'm sorry, I've just got a bus in a dick today because you know I'd have been in. But CLA will tell you, I, above anybody, have took that much hate on this app for having CLA's back on numerous occasions, and I actually have a lot of time for her. But what I couldn't get over is now she's still jumping in the box with the wrong uns, and it come out of her own mouth about views and you'll get gifted and you'll get this, that and the other. Come on. She's getting gifted enough on here, and listen, a following is out of this world, right? She could do so much better rather than jumping in and out of Piedro's box with Brummy in there, certain wrong uns, and I will always have her back. But then sometimes you have to call them out for the bad behaviour. But not everybody sits and gives her a free pass, because I certainly don't. But like I say, she done one over on herself by jumping into Diadro's box this time, and that's why I think till she comes out and says, I'm sorry, I didn't understand what I was doing, even if she used that excuse, I won't go in there again, I know he's a wrong, and end of. Do you know what I'm saying? So she does get called
Sorry,
out.
pal, I'm not being funny with you, but I don't know who these people are. Like, I don't know who Diadro is. I don't know who all these
Well, I
people are.
promise you, Chelsea
You know what I
does.
mean? Like, I don't have a clue.
Yeah. But to say like nobody ever calls her out or has her back, I'm one of them. I do. I call her out and I have her back. So that's all I've come up to say.
She's watching CLA 24/7 as a mate. She knows what CLA is doing, so she knows Diadro through the box battles.
Pearl, can you do us a favour then? Can you have try not to mention Nat, and then Evil Queen won't have a go at Nat, and hopefully that will be that line crossed.
Okay.
Have you got hot?
Nat, right? She can have a word with her friend and say, please don't mention me, etc., etc. But what if that doesn't work, Chelsea? What if, because we all know that CLA will do whatever the fuck she wants to do, yeah? She's obviously queen.
Why would she, though, Jay, say, even Natalie said at the end of rants, if Natalie hadn't said, you know what I mean? Because she doesn't always say it. It's only select rants she says it. So if she was saying it every rant, I'd understand she's just bringing Natalie into it. But it's not every single rant. It's certain ones. Even Natalie says it's okay. And even Natalie said that. And Natalie was talking about her dusty flip-flops, but they were £50, £60 Haviana glitter black flip-flops. They're gorgeous. I've still got them now. Love. They've been to Thailand and everything. But anyway, I promise with all my heart in front of 6.6 thousand people, I will not mention Natalie again if CLA doesn't say even the mate Natalie says again.
But CLA is going to say that, Chelsea. Even if Nat approaches her and says, don't mention my name, please don't keep referring to me that I agree with you, etc. Like, do you know what I mean? She's going to do what she wants to do. So what if she has gone and approached Chelsea and said, listen, stop talking of my name and saying that I'm...
Chelsea is too honest. Chelsea can't hold her tongue. This is what I'm saying. She's honest. At least one thing about CLA is she's honest. She can't hold back her emotions. So when she is saying, even Natalie said that's the truth. It is, because she can't flow like that. I know what she's like. I was a friend for nearly a year, best friend in her house, everything, staying over all the time. So I know how she ticks, you know what I mean? And anytime I've ever said, please don't mention this, she won't, you know what I mean? Like when I was going through all the stuff with Rickster, I said, please don't make any mention. She never, you know what I mean? So I know that Natalie can say to her, listen, it's getting me involved in all the shit. She's putting my boyfriends up, me up and everything, because you're saying even me mate Natalie says.
She might be using Nat as a bit of a security blanket though, because I feel like even with Alphabet does that with you sometimes, Chelsea. Like,
yeah, but I'm on the app and can say that I don't.
That I'm gorgeous and that I'm doing really well. Well, that's not always going to be what you've said. You've probably just given her a bit of advice, but yet she's run with it and gone, well, EQ said that it was fine.
But it's not detrimental to anybody, Jay. She's not saying that. It's about her as a person. So if I'm saying Elf was beautiful and people don't agree, that is saying, oh, Evil Queen says I'm beautiful. That's fine. It's not insulting anybody. CLA is insulting me and then saying even Natalie says. So it's not the same.
All right, well, Nat, I'm sure we'll have a word with CLA.
Yeah, and I'll never speak about Natalie again, I have to be promised. Natalie's nothing to me. It's just because of her association with CLA, and I feel like she's fueling the fire.
I'm nothing to you because I've never done nothing to you, and that's just the bottom line. Like, since Benidorm, I haven't even spoken to you, so I don't understand what the issue is.
And I've never done nothing to you until CLA started, so...
Okay. Well, that's that then, girls.
Exactly.
Even if
if CLA turns around and goes, oh no, Nat even agrees, you've got to think about the following you have on your platform and the fact that Nat isn't a social media person. She comes in boxes, does what she does for her leisure. To put a picture of her partner on social media with your following and to put a picture of Nat up when she clearly doesn't have a picture and say that they're drug dealers, that is so detrimental. It's like, okay, she may have thrown a stone at you or a pebble. She may have thrown a stone or a pebble at you, but you're throwing a rock.
I know,
and
I will always go, and that's why I'm Evil Queen, and that's why I'm reign so supreme on this app, is because I will just say it as it is. And at the end of the day, I bought weeds off a fella, so I know a fella's a weed dealer, so I'm not lying about that.
We'll have all the green. Anyway, so that's that then.
That's it, agree to disagree, and Evil Queen said she's not going to mention Natalie, but if Natalie asks CLA not to mention her, there's the problem sorted. Well, one of them.
Promise that. I won't. Listen, I don't believe that CLA would say it unless Natalie had. That's what I'm going from. So I don't think she's just saying it, because it's not everything. It's little things, you know what I mean? But like, it's annoying me type of thing. So, and I do go low, so that's why I pick me to be
Evil Queen, right? Even if CLA comes out now, from now on, and says, well, Natalie said, you know, it's something she says. Natalie's come on here, told you her grievances, you've told her hers, so there, even if it's just used to agree and not to speak about each other.
No, because that's false, because she's mates with CLA, so she can lie and say, okay, Evil Queen, I won't speak about you. Still do it, and I can't prove otherwise.
Yeah.
So she could still be doing it all and agree to me here in the box, right? I'm not going to mention your name, and I say, well, I'm not going to mention yours, and then she still does it because she's mates with CLA, and CLA is going to approach Natty and go, have you seen what Evil Queen's saying? And they're going to talk about me again.
So does she do that with everything though? Like not just when it's based around you?
Not
does she just do it when it's based around you?
She doesn't say it every day. It's not every single rant she says. Even Natalie says it's select ones where I know they've had a conversation about me. I just want Natalie to leave me alone. I'll leave her alone.
Find these rants and send them to me, innit? Because I want to see proof, receipts. Like I
will do.
So
I will do. I'll play them all on the
receipts and then come back on Miss Red show and we'll talk about it, innit?
Yes, fine. I agree.
Okay, cool. That's that then.
Oh dear.
What's happening? What's the?
That's it. We're just going to agree to disagree. They're going to have their own beef between each other. It's up to them if they want to sort it.
And at the end of the day, it's a name. Flip flops. Lovely. It's now going to be the flip-flop gates. I don't even know if anyone can hear me. I'm talking to myself, but that's fine. But everybody comes on shouting, EQ, what you've done in the past, you can't take back, but it's now moving forward. But if somebody's coming against... can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. But if somebody's coming against, obviously she's going to stick up. The same with CLA. I'm sure deep down she's a nice person, but it's the drama. And, you know, it takes two to tango. I think that's what it is. And there's something about, my mummy used to say, you lie in your bed, you have to take the consequences. But I can understand why Evil Queen's sticking up, CLA, but then all these other persons, no disrespect to you, Nat, and absolutely no disrespect. I'm sure you're a lovely, lovely person. And if Evil Queen done what she's done it. It's in the past, but you can move forward. You really, really can. Oh, look, Miss Red looks like she's so tired. She's taking her makeup off and going to jump back into bed.
Miss Red, have you got any more FYP news that you want to cover?
I've got something in my eye. Sorry, guys. Well, I'm quite happy with this conversation, to be fair.
Yeah, when I have said about her having like CLA having crinkly body, and that's because she told everybody I had a wart on me down below bits when I started OnlyFriends, which is not true. So I'm fighting fire with fire with her.
That video was made last year. It wasn't made she said that thing about your wart this year. That video was made last year. So stop please.
No, it wasn't. It was this year. It was when I started OnlyFans. It was this year.
Nat, do you think if you speak to CLA and ask her to stop mentioning your names on live stream, she will?
Yeah, but I shouldn't. She's trying to demand me to tell me to go and tell CLA that, and she'll stop talking about me like it's some sort of, like, I don't know, blackmail or something. Like, I'm not out here to be blackmailed, innit? Like, I'm not going to just go up to CLA and say that because EQ told me to. Like, no, I don't work like that.
Blackmail, at the end of the day, you wanted to sort it out and not be mentioned anymore. So that's the solution, is if she stops mentioning, you won't be mentioned by me. That's like a resolution. It's not a blackmail.
Yeah, but she doesn't even mention me like that. So what you're saying right now is just really and truly is just an excuse for your behaviour and for what you've done to me. Because there is really no excuse for what you've done to me and the things that you've said. Because like I said, I've never had an issue with you. I've never had a problem. Like you've done what you've done in Benidorm and I just didn't talk to you.
Okay, Natalie, what lies have I told about you?
Cool.
What lies have I told about you?
You've told many lies about me.
Name one.
Bruv, you've said that I'm a drug dealer.
Your
You
fella
said
is.
that-
I didn't say you
said
were.
that you said that
I've
I'm a,
met your
you
fella
said-
on a moped
you
with CLA to pick weed
You've
up.
said on a ped. You've never met my boyfriend on a ped. So
Yes,
that's
I have.
absolute lies.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
Number two, yeah.
See what I mean? You can't. Me and you both know you're lying now. Me and you both
So
know
then you
you're
just
lying.
asked me a question.
So there
You've
we
asked me
go.
to tell you the lies that you said. And now
That's not lies.
So
I
what's
bought
the
weed
lie?
off your fella. I've got the bank statement where I can
I
show up
just
where I
don't
pulled the
understand.
money
I
out
know
on,
weed
on the
is
exact
not cover.
road.
I know weed
And
is
I've got
not cover.
text
I don't know
messages
what
on my
you're talking
phone
about.
as well from.
My boyfriend.
I've got text
Show the
messages
proof.
when we were arranging to pick up off you.
No, why would you put
Okay.
that on a public platform, Chelsea? This is just another
Because
thing.
she's lying, saying I've
No,
never
but
bought drugs off a
Chelsea,
boyfriend when I have.
Chelsea, that is so far.
No, it's not far. She's just denied it and said that I'd never bought drugs off a fella on a
Let Nat
on a
respond
moped.
then.
Like, I just don't understand why, even if he did, why you would need to bring this on
Well,
TikTok.
I'm just saying,
it's just to
don't
be
lie.
viral.
So I haven't lied though, have I?
There's no other reason, because like I said, you smoke weed. So
I know
who'd you
I
get
do,
your
and I'm
drugs
not
from?
bothered. I'm just
So
saying,
who'd you
you're
get your
making out
drugs
like
from?
you
Who's your
act like I'm
dealer?
doing things
Who's
for
your
nothing.
dealer? Who's your dealer? Do you understand? So, you know, you can't go around chatting nonsense because you
It's
smoke
not
weed.
nonsense though. You said I've told lies about
what?
you, so I asked you what lies, and you said to me, but me. I said I said I know I never. I said you fella. You
Oh,
said
no,
no,
but
God,
you
Cockapoo's
said
here.
that
And
me
now
and
you've
my boyfriend are
backtracked
drug
because you
dealers.
know I've
You
got
said that
proof.
I rigged electric from CLA's house.
But now you know
What are
I've
you
got the
talking
proof.
about?
You've
So I
backtracked.
rigged
The pair of
electric.
you, can you just shut up a minute and listen? So let me just replay what you're expecting, EQ. You're expecting Nat to go and tell CLA, who is untellable, to go and stop talking about Nat, who's her mate.
No, I didn't say stop talking
Well,
about that.
you more or less did.
No, I
I've been
didn't.
in the same situation where people have targeted me. I'm not a creator. I'm like Nat. I jump in boxes and say shit. I've been targeted. I've been threatened with my job to not be friends with certain people, to not
That's
give
not the
certain
case
people,
here, though.
to not be friends with certain people.
That's not the case here.
No, but it's a comparison.
There's no similarity. I've not told her to fall out with CLA at all. I just said if you're not talking about me, then why can't you as a friend say to her, well, listen, when you're ranting and saying, even Natalie says it's bringing me on top because that's the
she's
truth.
a mate. I wouldn't do it either.
She can talk about Natalie all she wants. Nobody's saying she can't.
I'd tell you to sex and travel, love, if you
But,
told me who
but
I was.
nobody's telling her not to talk about Natalie.
I'm bringing
Nobody's
up my
telling her.
personal business and trying to
So
find out
you're
what
saying
job I've
two
got.
adults can't come to a resolution, and you're comparing like you and somebody targeting your job and this, that, and the other. It's good. It's not the case
I'm
here.
going to jump down. See you in a bit.
Look,
Sorry,
look,
everybody.
the
love you too.
comparison.
Bye.
Sorry, love. The comparison for me here is that you're trying to get Nat to influence what CLA does.
No, I'm not.
And you are, because you're telling her to stop, to take Nat's name out of her
No, I
mouth.
didn't. You're lying. I've asked her because CLA keeps ranting about me and saying, even Natalie says, she can talk about Natalie all day. Oh, I've been out with Natalie today. We've done this. Nobody's saying that. But Natalie's asking me, why do you keep talking about me, Harwood? And I've said, well, this is the reason. And I gave her the reason. And what's the resolution? I was asked, what is the resolution? And I said, well, if she stops bringing Natalie into these vile rants about me, because I know Natalie's been talking about me, and she admitted, Cockapoo, that she was slagging my flip-flops off last week. So she's admitted to doing it.
Yeah, I get it, and I know it's irritating, but it's actually just between you and Nat.
The day before about your flip-flops.
I just think it's between you two. CLA is a different kettle of fish. You two are going to keep going at each other. That's okay. That's what it is. But I just think from Nat's perspective, to go after her personally and say some of the shit that you've said, it's sort of unfair. And I think that you should just reflect on that and
Who said that's unfair,
pack it in.
What have I said?
I think it's unfair to start calling out the boyfriend who's not even on social media, to start chatting shit about him. He's never said anything to you.
He
So
is
why
on
do you,
social media,
so,
babe.
yeah, but he's never said absolutely anything about you. So why him then?
You don't think that they sit there at night discussing me and a boyfriend? I got threatening messages from Natalie. I got threatening messages. I got threatening messages from Natalie in my inbox. When I was with Bradley got threatening messages off her boyfriend when all this started out. So they are on social media and they are making threats.
I don't know about that.
So when you've gone through a Cockapoo and you know exactly the intricacies of what's going on here, she threatened me in my inbox and said, just like I bumped into you in Spain, I'll bump into you again and see if this, that and the other. She sent me threatening messages and everything.
Rob, you
So
sat
I'm not
on
just
live and
telling
said that
her
I
to
was
stop.
calling
I'm
you
telling
at one
her to stop
point.
talking
You
about
sat
me
on
full stop.
live and cussed me. You sat on live and cussed me and said to people that I was calling you on your live. And I wasn't even talking to you. I didn't even have your
You was
number.
in the
So
inbox,
this is
love,
how
on 2
sick you
different
are.
accounts. I
You're
read
a
them out
liar.
on
You
live.
sit here making up a fake account saying that I'm messaging you.
I'm
No,
not the
I'm not
liar,
even
love.
friends.
You're the
If
one
I'm
who's
gonna
been
message
proved to
you,
be a
I'll
liar.
message you from my own account.
No,
I don't understand.
you've got me
Like,
blocked,
oh,
so
I'll
stop
just get your
lying. You
number
could never
off
message me on your
CLA
own
and I'll
account.
message you. I don't understand. I'm
You've
not
got
scared
me
of you. I'll
blocked,
pick
so
up
you
the
can't
phone.
message
I
me.
don't
You're a
need
liar.
TikTok. Like, I don't need TikTok. I'll pick up the phone and I'll ring you and I'll tell you about
No, you
yourself.
won't
I
at
don't
all.
need TikTok to do that.
You
Just
do.
remember that. I'm
You
not a
do.
creator.
This
Like
is
Cockapoo
TikTok
just said,
now.
I just jump in boxes and I defend myself against people like
Exactly.
you. You're not going to sit here and bully me.
I
I'm
am.
not going to have it. Do you understand? So
I'll
I'm
say
just
what I
telling
want.
you now, fix up.
I'll say what I want, and I'll continue to do it until you.
Donna, are you feeling uncomfortable? You look uncomfortable. Do you want to stop?
No, fine. I'm
You
just
sure?
listening to the conversation.
Okay.
Until
Thank
you
you, Fran.
stop. Simple.
I tried to have
Yeah,
the
I've got nothing
conversation.
against you, Cockapoo. Sorry,
I'm
babe.
not.
It's just it's a very stressful situation.
Yeah, I'm just conscious of the fact that you are a massive personality. You've got a massive platform. Georgia sort of said it, Nat
But
might
so
throw
is
rocks.
CLA when she's bringing Natalie up. So CLA is shaming me on the behalf of Natalie, and Natalie just
Guys,
said,
Moonsy's
"Yes, I
not in
did."
the box. Moonsy's not in the box.
Natalie said,
you
"Yes,
don't
I did
care about
discuss your
me,
flip flops, and I did say that." So CLA is telling the truth on these lives. So she's embarrassing me in front of
You. Let me
6,000
just
people,
explain. You didn't
and
hear
that's
me
okay.
properly.
You're
I
saying
told
that's
you
okay,
about your
Georgie, because I'm a big
2
character
days
on
ago
here.
when I was
I
in
can
the
have
box.
somebody
Okay?
mock me and everything, and I can't respond because I've got a big
Thank
platform.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
is what I'm saying.
We all
That
know
is
you,
what I'm
but
saying, Chelsea.
sorry,
because
Georgia. We all know you well enough to know that you don't give a flying shit about a pair of flip flops and how much you did or didn't pay for them. You've had worse stuff said about you.
It doesn't matter. It's still being targeted by Natalie when I've done nothing to Natalie. I've got an argument with CLA. It's nothing to do with Natalie. She needs to stop.
Just
The
the
only
flip
reason why I
flops.
said that is because you brought me up.
So you came flying in the box, love, not me.
Chelsea, you said to me, am I saying that you shouldn't have done that on your platform? Yeah, I am.
Well,
Because if you,
CLA shouldn't do it on their platform then.
okay, but actually take a step back and look at the situation.
No, I won't, Georgie. Who the hell do you think you are? You're not telling me nothing. You're not involved in this. I'm the one who's getting persecuted, and I will keep speaking out. You can't stop me. Miss Red can't stop me. Cockapoo can't, and nobody on this God's green earth can. I will keep going for Natalie and her boyfriend while they continue to come for me.
Evil Queen, can I just pause you a sec? Can I ask Mr. Red a massive, huge favour?
Yeah.
Right, Miss Red, I love you. Can we please, as the subs, have a sticker of Jay, blame Jay, with her in the pineapple filter?
Yes.
Please. Please.
Yeah, you got the pineapple filter on, Jay, and we'll take a screenshot.
Do whatever you want to EQ. You can do whatever you want, but if she fights back, it's terrible. Do whatever you want to her. Say what you want. Embarrass her in front of 6,000 people. Say she's got warts on her vagina and all that, and that's okay. You know what I mean? But anything I say is wrong. Oh no, you can't be saying this. Yes, I can.
Listen, Evil Queen. Anything that CLA says, it's fair game for you to go back at it twice as big, twice as hard. That is fair. That is basically, power between creators and their platforms and all of the shit that goes with it. 110%
If I
agree
kept
with
saying
you.
even DC Dector says that'd be acceptable.
Yeah, 100%.
No, it would not. It's stupid, and it's like Jay going around going, "Well, Miss Red says." Like, you act on your own self, and she's talking about me. She admitted it. She's literally admitted it. So if she's gone as low as to talk about flip flops, what else has she said? You know what I mean?
Sorry, I can't take that serious.
2 days in the box, 2 days ago in the box because you tried to talk about Fuerteventura. So that is the reason why I mentioned your flip-flops. So I don't understand why you keep on going on about this, because this video that Chelsea said about you, mentioned about your flip-flops was last year. So why you mentioning it about it this year? Like, I don't understand. That was after the Benidorm situation. Of course I'm going to be mad after what you done
To be fair, Nat, I heard CLA the other day refer to it.
Hold on a minute, yeah. You put me on social media with that Benidorm incident. I didn't even do nothing to you, yeah. You put me on social media knowing full well that I didn't want to be on social media. So I don't even know why you done that to me in the first place. There was no reason for you to do that. Yet again, being spiteful.
Cockapoo, can you repeat what you said to her, please?
Yeah, no, so Nat, the other day when CLA was on one of her rants, she did actually refer to the whole Fuerteventura and the flip-flop thing with her dusty flip-flops and all that shit. And she did turn around and say even Nat said so, to be fair. So, but that
I wasn't aware.
That being said, I know you're not, everyone says that you're fixated and you're watching her and all the rest of it. I don't actually believe that that's true. What I would say is that when CLA goes on one, she just pulls it out of thin air. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter when it was spoken about. She's just looking for something to throw back. End of.
We just had an account gift called Evil Queen's Flip Flop. Sorry, that's what I was laughing at.
Rusty, dusty, musty.
I'm not being funny, but these are Haviana £50-60 flip-flops, love.
I know, I love those.
They're gorgeous.
No, but and I don't even understand why you're so offended about the flip-flops, because now you're
Because it's not just that
now
baby.
you're a croc girl.
Even before this, she's kept referring to, even my mate Natalie says, it's not just this one instance. If it was the flip-flop thing, I could get over it because it's nothing, you know what I mean? But it's just the icing on the cake because it's a constant now. It's always my mate Natalie says. And the drop-down messages come in and she goes, yeah, you're right, Natalie, you're right.
Bring the proof, bring the receipts, and come back on this thread with your receipts and proof of all the times that she said Natalie said, and then we'll have a conversation about it. Like I said, because you're just sitting here saying that I said this. So show me the videos.
I haven't got time to go searching, babe. I'm a very busy
No,
woman.
listen, we've got contacts in the background. I'm gonna have a chat. She's in here now. I know she's sucking all of this up. She's one of the best screen recorders on the earth.
Yeah, Observer, please try and find this footage for me because I
And
played
she'll be
many
able
of
to
them.
put something together, I'm sure.
Yeah, I played many of them on many of my FYP lives, you know what I mean? And I always comment, say it, and that's when I start going mad about it then. But if she left me alone, I'd be fine, because I've got nothing against Natalie, I just want to be left alone.
You left me alone for
Can we have in the chat, please, justice for Evil Queen's Flip Flop? Sorry, Nat, go on. Nat.
I didn't have a problem for months, Mr. Red, so I don't understand why all of us since Benidorm, from Benidorm till, I don't know, this year, from the boxing match, I have not heard anything from EQ at all, like no correspondence apart from the voice note, literally nothing. She didn't even mention my name, not once. I don't know what happened. Apparently she sent CLA a train. I don't know, these two are meant to make up. I don't know what happened. I don't know, I just saw a video about it. And then after that, I don't know, she just started on me. Like, and then the boxing match happened. And then, like, I was on her FYP and she started saying to people, like, putting up my boyfriend and then cussing me out. And I'm like, what have I done to this woman? Like, I've done nothing to her. Like, I haven't cussed her out on this app. I haven't ever said anything bad about her. Like, okay, I mentioned her flip-flop after, you know, everything that she said about me, which is understandable because she's gone so ham on this app and just said the most disgusting things. I mean, even down to me rigging CLA's electric the other day. Like, it's just constantly non-stop. I mean, if you want to, like, cuss me, that's fine. But don't make up lies about me. Like, it's just unfair. Like, it really is. You can't help, like, keep on holding me accountable for CLA's actions. Like, it's just not right.
I'll draw a line under it, and hopefully she never says it again about you've said, you know what I mean? But I'll draw a line under it and won't say no more.
See, that's good.
Okay,
There you go. Nat, are you feeling better, by the way? Because I know that you'd not been well. Obviously, it's your personal business, but I know CLA was worried about you a couple of weeks ago. Are you on the mend?
Yeah, I'm much better now. I just had a really bad case of flu. Like, I came back from holiday. I was in Barbados for 2 weeks. And obviously, when I came back here, the change and the weather has just completely wiped me out. But yeah, I'm all right now. Thank
Well, are you
for
happy
asking.
with what I've said to leave it as it is now?
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm happy, EQ. I just want to draw a line underneath it. And, you know, because
Cool.
it's just childish.
I always thought you were
Like,
quite nice, to be honest, Natalie. You know?
We're not going to keep on going backwards and forwards, you know.
Yeah,
keep on
no, I'm done
overlapping
now.
the
I'm bored of
playground.
it.
It's
We've
just-
had
it's just
our big
ridiculous.
blazing row now. It's finished.
Yeah, we've had
Yeah,
a lot of
we've had our
flip-flopping
bullshit. That's
today.
it, done.
So 2 hours later, 2 lives later, 2 hours. So are you
Yeah,
and
it's
Nat
all done.
It's all done, yeah.
Nat, how are you feeling?
Isn't this app crazy?
I feel good. Well, this is how this app should be, you know. People should be able to sit down and resolve their problems instead of keep on, you know, firing the issues and making everything worse.
It took 2 days and
Pardon?
2 long
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah, literally.
Well, I must say it's beautiful to experience this little.
Jay.
I blame Cockapoo coming in with the voice
I
of
blame
reason.
Jay.
Oh, fuck off, Nat.
Thanks, Evil Queen. I respect that from you.
Right, I'm going to drop then. I've caused all the trouble for one day. Goodbye, everybody.
Evil Queen.
Love yous. Bye.
Evil Queen. Oh, she's gone. So, Nat, you and Evil Queen are okay now? You're going to draw a line in the sand and all's done?
Yeah, just draw a line underneath it, and I just hope everyone can just get on and we can have some positive and fantastic content because there's some really good creators in here like yourself, and then there's girls like Sophie Sings, you know, she's an amazing singer. You know, there's so many amazing people on this app, and I just feel like they should be getting the recognition, and all this drama should just be nipped in the bud and everyone should just get on.
Yeah.